Assalamu alaikum everybody. This is Dr. Shahid Khokhar and today we will talk about lecture 28 for the subject of operations and supply chain management. This lecture pertains to the chapter 12 of your textbook, whose name is Designing Effective Supply Chains. So let's formally start today's lecture. As you can see from your slides, this chapter is actually talking about the supply chain design. And in supply chain design, he is saying designing a firm's supply chain to meet the competitive priorities of firm's operation strategy. जैसा कि आप लोगों ने देखा कि सप्लाई चेन डिज़ाइन में हम फर्म्स की जो competitive priorities हैं उसके अकॉर्डिंग सप्लाई चेन रिसोर्सेज को अलाइन करने की कोशिश करते हैं और एक कंपनी की competitive priority क्या होएगी, that will be dependent upon the operations strategy of that company. You have already discussed the concept of operations strategy and the competitive priorities in our previous lectures. So a company can have a different competitive priorities like low cost production or high quality or maybe a consistent quality. Similarly, the delivery speed or the on time delivery, or maybe they can have a flexibility in the volumes or in the products. So among all these priorities, every organization choose their competitive priorities, and based on these competitive priorities they establish their operations strategy. In this lecture and in this chapter we will talk about how to design the supply chain considering the operations strategy and competitive priority of any organization. Moving on, here we are seeing that once a company will try to create an effective supply chain, that supply chain will face the external and internal pressures. So before starting the design of supply chain, we should know what are the external pressures from your competitors and the competitive markets, and internal pressures comes from the different departments of the organization. As you know, there are different departments within the company, so every department work for their efficiency. So in designing the effective supply chains, we should understand what are the internal pressures and what are the external pressures. And if we categorize these pressures, then there are following mentioned points in which we can categorize these pressures. First one, he is talking about the dynamic sales volume. Second one is the customer service and quality expectations. Third one is the service or the product proliferation, and last one is the emerging markets. So we can see one by one that what kind of the pressures a company can face while designing the supply chain. So first one is the dynamic sales volume. Usually कंपनीज को सेल्स वॉल्यूम के अंदर जो चेंज या वेरिएबिलिटी है उसको मीट करने के लिए एक्सेसिव इन्वेंट्रीज मेंटेन करनी पड़ती हैं, और सिमिलरली दे हैव टू चूज द expensive delivery method if there is a change in the sales volume. So this change in the sales volume sometime is required by the customer. Customer asks you that deliver the products with the varied volumes, or sometime ये change in the sales volume is driven by the company once the company announce the discounts or promotions for the customers. So your supply chain is catering the varied sales volume. That is the important consideration while designing the supply chain. The next thing is the customer service and quality expectations. In the every organization, people who are working in the marketing and sales department, they will focus on the high customer service and high quality for the our customers. But once you are providing a high customer service, it involves certain cost, and similarly to provide the high quality, it also needs certain cost. So in designing the effective supply chain, you should be clear that what level of the customer service is required by your customers and what is the quality level which is acceptable by your customers. So if you know these considerations, then you can effectively design your supply chain. The third point is service or the product proliferation. It means that company usually introduce new products and services in the market to attract more customers. But sometimes the products which are being introduced in the market, they are successful, and sometimes they are not successful. So if a company is producing too many products and those products are fetching very small revenue, it means that company should focus on those products which are giving a large revenue to the company. So here he is talking about a company should decide which products they will sustain in the market and which products they will discontinue, and by considering this they will focus on the design of supply chain considering those products which are giving the large volume to the company. The last point is talking about the emerging markets. Emerging market means that there are many countries who are developing countries, and in those countries there is a high demand of the products from the customer, just like India or Brazil, and initially China was also considered as an emerging market. So while designing the supply chain, you have to make a decision that which emerging market you will choose for sourcing the raw materials and then selling your products, And once you will consider by choosing the emerging markets, you have to consider that after some time these emerging markets will not be as beneficial for you as they are at the start. So you are a company is supposed to choose the emerging markets very carefully, and after choosing the emerging market they should design their supply chain according to the needs of those markets. So here he is talking about that these are the four important considerations which we need to make before designing the effective supply chain. Moving on, in this slide we will see that what is the relationship of supply chain, product oblique service, or the processes of any organization. As you can see that on the extreme left side of this slide, we are talking about the link between services and products with the internal processes. It means that the products which you are delivering to the customers, they should be aligned with the processes which you have chosen for your production process. And we have already studied how to choose the process considering the product and the service for any organization in our previous lectures. Similarly, we can see on the right side that in creating the effective supply chain, there should be a harmony between external supply chain and the products and services which you are delivering to your customer. It means that the suppliers which you are choosing and the quality of the raw material, that is very important once you are considering the effective supply chain. And the third consideration, which is also very important, is called a link with service or the product and the customers and suppliers and supply chain processes. इसमें वो बेसिकली जो पॉइंट मेक करने की कोशिश कर रहा है वो ये है कि देयर शुड बी अ harmony or there should be a synchronization and or there should be a compatibility between the products and services and the customers. Similarly, there should be a compatibility between the suppliers and supply chain processes, and there should be a overall compatibility among these customers. In simple words, we can see that we should be clear that what kind of the customers we are dealing with. हमारा जो customer की segmentation है वो क्या है, either it's a high-end customer or the low-end customer, and considering that we are supposed to create the products and services for that customers, and considering those products and services, we should design the processes of the organization, and based on those processes we should select our suppliers and raw material from the people who are supplying the raw materials to us, and based on all these things we should choose the supply chain processes. Either we will focus on the efficient supply chain, or either we will focus on the responsive supply chain. That depends upon all the previous factors which I have talked about now. So in creating effective supply chain, the most important thing is creating a harmony and synchronization so that goods smoothly can move from the suppliers then to the customers, and there synchronization is more important, and that synchronization will actually result into the profitability or the efficiency of the supply chain. Hopefully आप लोगों को ये कॉन्सेप्ट जो है वो समझ आया होगा. If you are not clear about anything, please feel free to make a comment in the Google Classroom, or you may talk to your co-teacher for the better explanation. That's all for this lecture. See you on the next time.